Hi everyone. In the past class, we enabled Telnet and we access it using the username and password. There is one small thing to mention over here is that the passwords which we assign to a user is actually is actually type 7. Type 7 means that it runs in the background, it runs an algorithm which actually encrypts it. And if you see over here, 123 is actually encrypted to a different number, which is done after running this command service password encryption. But there is a way through which you can actually decrypt the assigned password, and hence type 7, the default one, is actually not safe. And what it is said is that you should be using a password which cannot be decrypted, that's type 5. So in this demo I'll just show you how to do that. This is our router 1, and in the past demo we have already encrypted the password, so we'll say no service password encryption, which means that we don't want the encryption to happen. Now let's configure a user name, let's say any Amit, and a password would be let's say 123. Now this particular user by default is if I show you control set, if I show you show running config, this will actually show you that the password is visible because the service encryption is actually not running. So if I come down, so um, if I look for Amit, you can see the Amit is actually visible over here. And let's do this. Let's first encrypt it with type 7, the default one, and we'll try to crack it. Config terminal, and we say service password encryption. Now the password is actually encrypted. Let's see it again. I'll just do running config. This will show in the global mode. You can run the commands using do. Um, so Amit. So this is one is by default type 7, and we'll try to decrypt this. Let's copy this number 7 and the string. Um, and yeah, that's done. Now let's try to configure a keychain. Using keychain, we can actually decrypt it. So I say keychain, let's say CCNA, and I say key 1, and I'll say key string, key string, and then I'll just paste the number which I copied, and I'll come out of it and I'll just say show key chain CCNA. You can see that I can actually crack the password for for Amit, which is 123. Now in this particular case, so what is the solution if type 7 is actually not secure? There is a MD5 algorithm used for in the backend. That's type 5. So what we can do is that we have to use encrypted password so that it cannot be decrypted. So let's do that. Config terminal, username, let's say user1, and instead of typing password I'll just say secret, and I'll say 123. And now if I do the password encryption command is already on, so I can see do sorry do show running config, and we'll see user one's type. It should be type 5. And so yeah, if you see over here, it says user1 secret is the command and type 5, and this is the string. If I try to copy the string, control C, and if I say keychain, um, let's say CCIE, and I say key1, key string would be key string would be the number which I copied. It says an unknown encryption key. So basically it can't be hacked. That's the part I wanted to explain, that whenever you configure a password, make sure it's type 5, and for that you just have to run the command secret. And there's another thing that can I just keep the length of the password? So yes, you can do that. So what you for that you have to do is that you say security passwords. If you do a question mark, you would see minimum length. So over here you can define that the minimum length, let's say, should at least be 5. So in this particular say case, if I say username um, km just km, and then I say, let's say, password, or even if I say secret and I say 123, it will drop an error saying you need to be in the character limit. And if I say 4 5, and it takes it. So there are ways where you can restrict on the passwords there. mm, in the next topic, I'll quickly show you how to restrict the sessions also. In fact, let's do now. Right now, we are configured on my VTY lines are actually open. So what I'll do is that if I connect here and if I say telnet 10.1.1.1, and I come here and I say a username, and I say Amit was the username and the password was 123, and I should be in, which I am, right? So I'm on router 1. Now if I say over here show users, this would actually show me that there is a Amit user which is connected to router 1, which is this one only. So from router 2, I'm actually at this moment accessing router 1. Now, is there a way that I can terminate if I come here, let's say, and if I say show users, it would be good I do it over here. So if is there a way that I can disconnect the user Amit connected to this machine? Then yes, there is a way. For that, I just need to know the VTY line number. Uh, what I'll do is that I'll say clear line, say in my case would be 578, and this will drop the connection. So if I come here, it says it's dropped. The instead of if I turn it again and I say Amit and I say 123, now I'm connected. Now let's see the users. Show users. This time the user Amit is again connected. Now if I say clear, instead of line, I can also say VTY 0, and just a second. Um, clear. Okay. My router actually this iOS doesn't support VTY, but you could have also done clear VTY and the number VTY. That's another way of doing it. So, but over here you can just say the line. So, it's for that you need to run the command. Sorry, show users, and then say clear um, line, and then say the line number, which is 578, and this will drop. So you can see it's closed. There are ways to secure it. So this is just another way. Thank you.